that came back to the.
Yep, because it says, wherefore remember that you being in time past Gentiles in the flesh. That's past tense. Right, who was he speaking to? He was speaking to the Israelites that were acting like the Gentiles, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
Yeah, those were the Jews
Gun.
that grew up at day, that kept the law, statutes, and commandments, and they're looking down on you because you grew up speaking Greek, speaking Latin, abominable things.
Yep. Worshipping idols.
Worshipping idols.
It says that at that time you were without Yahushai, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel,
Yep.
and strangers from the covenants of promise.
Yeah, I just had a thought. Now, you had these Jews that boasted about the fact they were circumcised on the 8th day according to the law, and they boasted about that to the Israelite foreigners, because some of the Israelite foreigners weren't circumcised at all until they came into the knowledge. Well, what about Abraham? It wasn't until Abraham turned 99 years of age that he was circumcised. So you had, you just know back then you had these Jews that were about the fact that they were circumcised on the 8th day. So that's just an example.
Yeah, and they only really wanted to circumcise the Israelite foreigners so that they can see, hey, see these guys over here? I got them circumcised. I taught them the law. That's really what it was for. That's why they wanted them to get circumcised. At that time, you were without Yahushai, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. So at that time, because the commonwealth of Israel was only for Israel, so at that time these Israelite foreigners were alienated from the commonwealth of Israel. It says, but now in Yahushai, you who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Yahushai. Now I got a quick precept that says where those that were afar off. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, and I'll go straight to the point. Verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces as at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off.
Yeah, the near part is talking about Jerusalem, near to the city. And the far part was talking about the Israelites that were scattered way outside of Jerusalem, some as far as Rome.
Some as far as America.
Some as far as America.
Because that's where they ultimately went to.
Yep, that's right.
The Americas.
That's right. The Americas, Rome, Spain.
Parts of Africa.
Different parts of Africa.
Parts among the Ishmaelites, Elamites.
Yep, different parts of Europe, different parts of Asia. Let's not forget Asia. They were scattered out there as well.
Different parts of China.
Different parts of China.
Among the Moabites. Jakes that look like Moabites.
That's right.
And the only way you can know is through the Spirit.
That's right. That's right, because in the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter, it gives you a clue when the Lord said he would set his hand a second time to recover the remnant of his child, and it gives you the different areas.
It says, and that are far off.
And they didn't necessarily look like Israelites.
That's right.
Just like today. You got this one guy down in Virginia. He looked just like an Edomite, but the spirit that was emanating from his, his body was the spirit of a Jake.
Yep.
So we don't know if he's an Edomite, a Jake, a spy, or whatever. But I mean, if he keeps doing what he's doing, and the spirit is the spirit of an Israelite, he's going to be delivered, even though he looks like an Edomite.
That's right. And that are far off through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. All right.
Yeah, and we it's not for you to get all bent out of shape. We told you that you're going to have Israelites looking even like Esau, man. You're going to have Israelites looking like the so-called Jew. Israelites looking like East Indians.
We're going through the same battles that Paul went through with these Gentiles.
Exactly.
All this controversy with the Gentiles. But back then, they looked like Israelites, but they didn't speak the language of an Israelite, which was Hebrew, of course. They didn't dress like Israelites. They wasn't circumcised, because there was another controversy. And a lot of those guys that said they must be circumcised, like in the case of the case of in the book of Acts the 15th chapter, those guys didn't say it because they were wicked.
Right.
Because it said they believed. They were Pharisees that they believed. So there was some that honestly thought that they should get circumcised.
Right.
Which ultimately they should have got circumcised.
Right.
But Paul, pursuant to Colossians 2:16,
Yep.
that's why he made the statement that he made. Let no man judge you as far as Sabbath day, meats, drinks, a high holy day, which is the new moons, which is a shadow of things to come. The shadow of things to come is talking about what? In the kingdom, we're all going to keep it anyway. The main thing is to take in Yahweh Shai.
That's it. Right.
Learn of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Midnight, the camp weeks back, when we were speaking about the Day of Atonement coming up, and he wanted to know the exact date for him so he can keep it. And I basically told him, look, man, you have to keep it.
Right.
I said, get deeper into this thing before you decide to keep it.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's not sin unto yourself, because the scripture said, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
That's right.
So you're still learning. Now, if you decide to keep it, then that's good.
Yeah.
If you don't keep it, the Lord's not going to hold it against you, because you're still trying to get the understanding.
Right. Yeah, but once you in it, and you already understand what's going on, then you keep it. That's what Paul meant when he said his own mind. I said, this is verse 13. But now in Yahweh Shai, you who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Yahweh Shai. For he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the partition between us, having abolished in his flesh.
Between the Israelites that knew that they were Israelites,
Yep.
Gathered with the Israelites that found out that they were Israelites, which all of us on this side were Gentiles, and we found out that we were Israelites.
Gone. I got a quick precept. This is Psalm 77 and 15. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. Ephesians 2 and 15. Having abolished in the flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments in ordinances, for to make in himself of twain one new man, so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto the Most High in one body by the cross, having slain that enmity thereby. Right, because that enmity was the curse of the law, which was death, which was sin, and the Lord took that away. But just because he took that away doesn't mean that you can freely do whatever you want to do. You're still under that law. It says, and came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh. So the ones afar off were the Israelite foreigners, the ones that were nigh were the Jews. For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore ye are strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints, and of the household of the Most High.
Because they are saints.
Come. And are built upon the foundation and prophets, Yahweh Shai himself being the stone, in whom all the fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of the Most High through the Spirit. 1. For this cause I am the prisoner of Yahweh Shai for you Gentiles.
Now, you're a prisoner of, right? If you had to do this thing for 15 years, what did you do? So what did Yashawan do? What did Nate do? Because Nate time off too. They escaped prison and you escape for 1 minute and they catch your ass. Guess what? Let's say you're doing 7 years. They might add on another 7 years. Well, I was just going for 1 minute. You escape.
Right.
So all those guys escape. So now, go ahead.
Right. It says, if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of the Most High, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words, whereby when you read, you may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Yahushua, which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets.
Not just any old Negro walking down the street.
That's right.
Not Otis. Not Luther.
Oh man.
You know, not Tyrone.
Aloysius.
Aloysius Johnson. Not Country. Not Yashawan. See, Country tried to fake it and make videos, and he thought in his mind that the Lord was dealing with him and giving him these revelations. But a true man of the Lord sees right through that, man.
Yep.
And basically, what he sees is a clown. Like Yashawan. Yashawan is a clown that's a great actor. Read that again.
Which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit.
Yeah, like an example. That's a good example.
Right, that's right. That the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, should be fellow heirs and of the same body and partakers of his promise in Yahushua by the gospel. It says, whereof I was made a minister according to the gift of the grace of the Most High, given unto me by the effectual working of his power. Unto me, who am less, unto me who am